So beginning by getting into a mindful posture, feet firmly grounded on the floor, the body upright and dignified, sitting in a chair perhaps, or on the floor on a cushion. Hands can be placed faced up or down in the lap or in any place that feels comfortable. Beginning by perhaps closing the eyes, or you can keep them open. If you choose to keep them open for this exercise, just find a spot a few feet in front of you to gently rest your gaze. Beginning to connect with breathing, with the breath, feeling the air as it goes through the nostrils, down the throat, fills up the lungs and the abdomen. Then on the out-breath, from the abdomen, through the lungs, through the throat, and out the nostrils. Really feeling the sensation of the breath with interest and curiosity. What does my breath feel like in this very moment? And from time to time, you'll likely notice that the mind tends to wander into thoughts, thinking about the future, making lists, maybe thinking about the past, whatever. Simply acknowledge when the mind has wandered from the breath without judging the thoughts as good or bad, just seeing them for what they are, just thoughts, and then gently, kindly escorting the awareness back to breathing, back to the breath. Perhaps checking in with the mind and noticing if it's off the breath. And if it is, that's okay. This is what minds do best. There's no need to judge the mind for wandering. Simply notice where it's gone off to, acknowledging it. And then gently, kindly returning the awareness back to breathing. And in this way, we use the breath as an anchor into the present moment. So that if the mind wanders 1,000 times, that's perfectly fine. The point of this practice is not to be perfect or intentioned on the breath, but simply to notice when the mind wanders and to bring it back 1,000 times if that's the case. Again and again. Each moment, one at a time. And if sounds are present in the environment, that's okay too. Simply acknowledging the sounds, there's no need to judge them as good or bad. Simply noticing them. And when the sounds no longer hold your attention, gently escorting the awareness back to the breath, using the direct sensations of the breath to anchor yourself into the present moment, into this moment. This moment. In this moment. Again, checking in with the mind, and if it's off into thoughts or perhaps sounds, there's no need to judge this. Just notice where the mind is at. And then using the direct sensations of breathing to anchor yourself back to the present moment. Perhaps noticing the air as it's slightly cooler, as it enters the nostrils. It has a slight warmth to it as it exits. Maybe feeling subtle vibrations in the back of the throat as the air comes in and out. Or perhaps noticing the gentle rising and falling of each in-breath and each out-breath in the chest and in the abdomen, the one right after the next. And if it's available to you for the last minute, perhaps seeing if you can become more intimate with the breath, moving closer to the breath. Perhaps noticing where you feel the breath most predominantly.